Welcome to Narrowboat, James. Look, well, thanks for joining me. Bit of a shame yesterday for the old England match, but good game. Bit of a questionable refereeing, I think. Right, well, I've started on Portside version 2. So I've done away with the cover I did yesterday, and I've started again. Different approach. I've been out this morning in icy conditions to go and get myself some more clamps. These are really good kind of handheld ones, which means I can just clamp it onto the frame and stuff like that, which has worked quite well. So my plan today is slightly different plan of attack. So start again at the apex and then pin it straight down underneath it to the button underneath. I've cut it way bigger than it needs to, so I've got loads of overhang, and then I'm going to go do the sternmost or the aftmost button, and then the foremost button, and then basically do it at the top. That's what I'm going to do. And then I've on the buttons, because I can't undo them, I have to basically hem it in situ, and then but the top ones with those turn buttons, I can actually take them off, bring them into the boat, and then hem it properly and then put them back in. So that's the plan. Come on, I'll show you what I've done. Okay, this is where I've got to today. Now I've got all these clamps, so that's obviously going to be inside that, but I'm just kind of getting it right so I can cut it to size basically. And it's going to be buttoned along the bottom edge there, and then buttoned to the skirt, which will be along that edge there, buttoned to the boat on some kind of nice angle. Okay, so this is what I've done now. Put a button on there, so that's onto that one there. So I've got that anchor between those two. And I think what I've got to do now is put the button on the corner there. I've already put the fastener on, so I've just got to put the button on that bit there and get the hem right, get the line across there right. Those are just magnets, but it kind of gives you an idea of it. That's the only turn button I've got in at the moment. And what I'm going to do basically is hopefully get away with it and just mark out the holes for the turn buttons on those remaining ones there and down the side. Actually, I might leave the back because I've got to sort out that corner. And then take it into the boat and do that and hem it. I can use my little clamps for that. So yeah, next one now is to do that one. So I'm going to ignore that corner for the moment and just concentrate on getting that line, that hem there, along there correctly. And I want it to sit just below. I want it to basically sit just below the rail and for it to go on there. Mark it out. And this is where it gets tricky, doing this stuff in situ. Punch. Make the hole. Not very convincingly. And then I need the two buttony bits. Okay, this is the bit where it gets a bit tricky, to say the least. Right, so Put that in there, and then get the anvil, put the anvil on there, get the hammer and the punch. Don't drop the anvil in the cut. Okay, cool. Right, now I've got those two buttons in there. I've kind of pulled this as kind of good as I can get it, to be honest. I think it's going to be slightly better when I put the turn buttons in. So I'm now going to mark out those three there, and I think I'm going to take them into the boat and do it properly. Well, I'm trying to do these ones in situ now, because it's not easy to take this thing in and out all the time. Right, so it's that one there next. And there's the turn button. And to give myself a bit of a clamp, I use the inside of that, put it over the turn button on the outside, give it something to push against, get the back plate, put that on there, and get some pliers or something, and bend it in. Like on the outside. Okay, this is taking a bit more shape. This is a better approach than it was yesterday, that's for sure. So only still got two fittings at the bottom, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4 on there. I'm gonna have a bit of trouble with that corner, I think. That one there is obviously gonna need a bit of sewing done to it. Not really sure what to do about that. Might have to put a couple more turn buttons in, possibly, just to bring it down a little bit on both sides. But yeah, this is certainly taking a bit of shape. Now I've got to trim off some of the excess there, but that can hold with magnets for the time being. So I think it's probably going to be that one and then that one next. I've put the turn buttons down the side now, at the back. There's one there in the top. But that's kind of working all right. Still got that last one to put in there, which will take out that kink. And then I need to button the rear on there, onto that rear stern rail. Okay, it's getting there. So I've got those two bits on there, and this goes on the inside of that. Yeah. Okay. bad. Not bad. I think I've really got to do this bit here next. It's getting really cold though. So I haven't worked out how to do it on the windscreen against there. Yes, that is something I haven't quite figured out yet. Okay, I've now got the hole marked out and pierced with that for the first button to go on the windscreen. It is so cold. Right, what have I got here? I've got the button to go in there. I appreciate the angles aren't very good here, but I'm finding this is easier to do in situ, and it's pretty impossible to do in situ. It gives you an idea of how hard it is to do it actually taking it off and put it in the boat all the time. Right, just help that through. Just pushing all the fabric down, you see, so it's poking out as much as it can. Right, then I get the claspy bit that goes on there. I get the anvil that goes on the button side. It's nice and smooth so it doesn't dent the button. Okay, now where's the punch? There it is. Punch and hammer. Don't use the anvil. Okay, that's in. Right, there's the angle I've got there for the windscreen. Right, let's offer it up, see what it looks like. Okay, it's getting there. Now I've got to work out this line here. Oh no! Oh, for God's sake! Last one. Oh no, there's one here. Screen comes down here to there, so that line is the one I want. Yeah. Oh no, one left. Right, it's that line, I think. Right, that's the line. Right, this is pretty much all I can really do today because my fingers are perished. I'm going to go see the kids in a bit and take them out for a hot chocolate, but I am well chuffed with how this last one's come out. Just put that in there. So basically, it's buttoned up there, which is fine. I've got to put a couple of fixings on the boat there. That line is going to continue with the skirt is going to continue on that line there. I've got to put the buttons around the side. I've got 2 buttons on the back. I need to do maybe another 2, maybe another 3 or 4 down there. But yeah, well chuffed. Stove's at a nice 250 degrees Celsius. It's about -6 outside, and I think it's forecast to snow tonight. So yeah, keep the boat nice and toasty, that's the plan. The Pram hood, obviously it's only got one side on it, it hasn't got a windscreen, but already I can feel it's slightly warmer in there than it is outside, so it's working. The other thing that's worked is the fact I over-ordered on the fabric, but the fact that the side is inside the roof and the back at all times. So in terms of water penetration or rain, I don't think I'm going to have any problem areas. So that was kind of the main priority, was to have the roof, so if it rains on top, it kind of falls outside and drapes down. So yeah, that's all worked well. The fact that I managed to get it right around the stern, near the rudder or the tiller, has worked. I've got to make some kind of flap bit at the back there for the tiller. But all things considered, well chuffed. So learnt my mistakes from yesterday. It's all a bit of a learning curve, to be honest, all this. But I'm already seeing kind of better ways of doing it. But I think I'm going to keep on going as I am. I've got to do the other side now. Well, not now, obviously, but kind of in the next couple of days, I really want to get that up. And then it's just the windscreen, and then hopefully I should be all right. Luckily, it's not rained, touch wood. There's no proper wood around here. Yeah, luckily it hasn't rained, but I think we're due some precipitation of some description in the next couple of days. So get that side on, get the windscreen done. But yeah, overall, pretty chuffed with how it's come out. I think the turn buttons look really nice. When I put some more buttons down the edge, it will look good. In terms of getting in and out, it's really easy. As long as I undo the button nearest the door, which is quite easy to access from inside the boat. And once that's done, it kind of all just flips up nicely. So granted, it's a bit of a rigmarole putting it all together, but and you've got to stand on the gunnel for some reason. I can't reach it, so it's a bit precarious, but I'm sure there's a way of doing it from inside. Well, I can, but yeah, overall well chuffed with how that's gone. So I went out for a roast in the end with the kids, so that was well nice. Nice way to spend a Sunday. Anyway, hope you guys have had a lovely weekend, whatever you've been doing. Hope you're staying warm. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.